33 trillion moved in a single year. A major crypto company on track for record-breaking growth. Bitcoin hitting milestones that once seemed impossible. And now, US lawmakers pushing forward what could become one of the most important crypto bills yet. If you think the market is quiet right now, you're missing what's actually happening beneath the surface. Welcome to Ledger Pulse, your daily breakdown of what actually matters in crypto. No noise, no hype, just signal. Let's get into it. A quick disclaimer. This content is for informational purposes only and is not financial advice. As always, please do your own research before making any investment decisions. Let's start with what might be the most overlooked headline, but arguably the most important. Stablecoins have processed over 33 trillion in volume in 2025 alone. Let that sink in. 33 trillion. That's not speculation. That's not market cap. That's actual transactional volume moving through blockchain-based systems. And this matters for one simple reason. Volume is usage. This isn't people buying and holding. This is people actively using crypto rails to move money at scale. What we're seeing here is a shift away from crypto as purely an investment toward crypto as infrastructure. Stablecoins are quietly becoming the backbone of how value moves in this ecosystem. And when volume reaches this level, it tells us something deeper. Liquidity is strong, demand is real, and adoption is already happening, whether people realize it or not. Because at 33 trillion, we're no longer talking about experimentation. We're talking about integration. Now, while stablecoins are powering the rails, some of the biggest players in the space are seeing that momentum translate into real growth. According to CoinMarketCap, Brad Garlinghouse says Ripple is on track for a record-breaking quarter. And more importantly, he described the company as being on a tear. That kind of language isn't used lightly. It suggests acceleration, confidence, and momentum. It suggests that something is working right now. Now think about this in context. We just talked about trillions moving through stablecoins. Now we're hearing that a major crypto company is seeing record level performance. These aren't isolated signals. They are connected. Because when infrastructure improves and when liquidity increases, companies operating in the space tend to benefit. And that's exactly what this looks like. This isn't about short-term price moves. This is about operational strength behind the scenes. Growth, expansion, demand. And when leadership starts openly signaling confidence like this, it's usually because they're seeing something internally that the broader market hasn't fully priced in yet. But to really understand where we are right now, you have to zoom out. Because today also marks a reminder of just how far this space has already come. 13 years ago today, Bitcoin reached a 1 billion market cap for the very first time. At the time, that was a breakthrough moment. $1 billion validated the idea that digital assets could actually hold real value. But today, that number feels almost insignificant compared to where things are now. Last I checked, we're well over 1 trillion. And that's exactly the point. Because moments like this aren't just about nostalgia, they're about perspective. Every major market goes through phases. Early skepticism, gradual adoption, acceleration, and eventually normalization. Back then, Bitcoin hitting 1 billion was seen as a massive achievement. Today, we're talking about trillions in volume across the ecosystem. So when people ask whether crypto still has room to grow, history gives us a very clear answer. The biggest moves tend to happen after the early milestones. not before them. And as the market continues to mature, the next major piece of the puzzle is starting to take shape: regulation. Senator Cynthia Lummis says the Clarity Act will deliver the strongest protections yet for developers. And this is important, because one of the biggest barriers to growth in crypto has always been uncertainty. Not technology, not demand, but clarity. Developers, builders, and companies need to know the rules they're operating under. And according to Lummis, this bill has been worked on in a bipartisan way with a focus on protecting innovation, particularly in DeFi. That's a key detail, because it signals that lawmakers are starting to recognize the importance of this space, not just as a market, but as a technological shift. Now, nothing is finalized yet, but if legislation like this moves forward, it could provide something the market has been waiting for: a clearer framework. And historically, clarity tends to unlock growth. It reduces hesitation, it attracts capital, and it gives builders the confidence to move faster. So when you connect all of today's signals, a pattern starts to emerge. 33 trillion in stablecoin volume, real usage at scale. Ripple's record-breaking trajectory, strong internal growth. Bitcoin's 1 billion milestone anniversary, long-term perspective. Clarity Act momentum, potential regulatory progress. Individually, each of these matter, but together they tell a much bigger story. This isn't a market that's slowing down, it's a market that's evolving. Quietly, consistently, and structurally. Stay locked in with me here at Ledger Pulse for daily crypto insights that keep you ahead. No noise, just signal. I'll catch you in the next one. Please like this video and subscribe. Thank you.